to Pod Band Pipecast, the premier pipe band podcast.
Nice.
I got the first half.
Is that why you were looking at my shirt? Is
Yeah.
because you're like, what is it called?
That's not going to help you with the second half.
The premier
Pipe
Pod
podcast.
band
So
cast.
you guys did the design because then you go by color. So you go first straightforward and then you go by color.
Okay. Cheating over here.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you were the first person to mention something about that.
I made the design and I didn't even think about that.
I mean, I got it. I was like, oh, podcast is one color, pipe band is one color. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was creative. I like it. Anyway. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today on a special episode of Pod Band Podcast. Yay.
Yay.
Today, we thought we would talk about, how do you choose an instrument? Some would say you just pick, but then what if you find out you're not really compatible with that instrument? Or, dare I say, that instrument has
Baggage.
Like people have baggage.
Instruments have baggage too.
Yeah, that's how it is. You get 5 years into playing bagpipes and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, this is loud. I wish I had known about this 5 years ago.
It took you 5 years to notice that. I think you're fine.
But, sometimes you don't realize the baggage. But today, we're going to talk all about baggage.
Baggage.
And we have a non-pipe band person here. Thank you for joining us, sir. This is Sean Jones, is my husband. He's forced to be here. And we're going to get him to pick an instrument that he would like to learn. And he's committed to learning this.
Yeah, he's joining the band after this episode.
And this is my announcement to him that he's joining the band.
Congrats.
So be very careful about which instrument you pick. And you're going to pick entirely based on baggage. So,
Why baggage?
Because you want to know the flaws up front so you don't waste time dating the instrument.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's as if it were a dating game about, the baggage that people carry. It's as if it were a game show.
As if it were.
As if it
but
were.
This is our 100% original idea.
Exactly. 100% original.
Yes.
we started thinking about that episode we had where we talked about movie ideas, movie pitches.
Yeah.
And we're like, man, we have so many 100% original ideas.
Let's do some TV shows now.
Yeah.
But instead of talking about the pitches, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Our own TV show.
We're doing our 100% original idea for a quasi-dating game called Baggage.
And it's called Baggage because there's a pipe bag.
Yeah.
And also, baggage.
Because you have a lot of bags when you, are in a pipe band. You have, your instrument case. You got, a suitcase if you travel to games somewhere. You got, a sporran that's always on. That's a lot of baggage.
A lot of baggage. That's not even in the instruments yet.
Yeah. So that's why baggage.
Wouldn't it be easier to have the instruments come out and I say next?
Yeah, but then
you
don't know them. You need to intimately get to know them and all of their flaws.
Exactly. And they are going to come out. We are going to have them come out and you can talk to them about their baggage.
You'll have time to ask them some questions, really get to know them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's meet the contestants. First up, we have, of course, Bagpipes.
Welcome to the show, Bagpipes.
Thanks for being here, Bagpipes. Woo!
Howdy, y'all. I'm Bagpipes, and I'd sure like to blow you a tune. Hey!
Thanks for coming, Bagpipes.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
All right. Next up, we got the next most recognizable instrument in the band, the Snare Drum. Hello, Snare Drum. Yay, welcome, Snare Drum.
Hey.
What's up? I'm the Snare Drum. I got sticks, and I know how to use them. So, you're gonna learn how to use... No, this is all downhill. This is not happening.
Yay, Snare Drum. All right.
Hey.
With some, good time. Sounds like a fun instrument. Last, we have my personal favorite instrument, the Tenor Drum. Hey, Tenor Drum.
Hello, I am Tenor Drum. And I like to spin. You could say I live in Spain without the A. And I am happy to be here.
Nice to meet you, sir. I would like to be your instrument buddy.
Yay! Okay, so
Small
The bass drum.
baggage. There's no bass drum on this
there's
game
no bass
show.
drum. There's only 3. There's only 3 contestants on Baggage.
Have you not
Like-
seen Baggage?
God.
I thought this was the premiere episode.
This is the premiere episode, and on our show there is only 3 contestants.
Okay.
Anyway, what were your first impressions of the instruments?
I thought the tenor drum should have had a pun about being a perfect 10 or something. You know, about
Oh, well,
10. So that was a missed opportunity.
tenor
from
drum.
the tenor.
Hmm.
I enjoyed the bagpipes pun.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I don't even remember snare drum.
It's a very
that's
forgettable one.
I mean that's the way things go.
Yeah, that's how it is. I mean, people are like, "Oh, bagpipes," and like, "Wow, tenor drums are so cool to look at," and then I guess snare is there too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, well, this name of the show is Baggage, so let's talk about some baggage. So the first piece of baggage we have is the more obvious baggage for each instrument, and you will realize what we mean when we talk about the baggage. Instruments, let's bring out your first piece of baggage. Yay! Bagpipes.
Bagpipes. You'll never stop tuning.
Yeah, like, when you just tuned, and then you walk 2 steps, and then you're out of tune again. And that's bagpipes for you. It's a bad time. Bag time.
All right, thanks, Bagpipes. Thanks for that. That's sounds like a bad time.
But bag time.
Bag time.
All right. Next we've got the snare baggage. Come on out, snare, and open your baggage.
All right, snare.
You will be required to play non-stop, especially when somebody is talking.
What can I say? I got hands that gotta move, and I don't like a quiet room. Thank you.
All right, there you go. No quiet rooms around the snare drum.
No, sir.
Okay, now we'll bring out the tenor drum's baggage. What's your baggage?
A mallet could fly off your fingers and hit someone. How embarrassing.
Yes, is embarrassing. Is happened 5 times to most recent drummer in the band, and it's very a bad time. But then the people, you get to meet new people because you hit them, and then they like, hey, you hit me, and it's like, oh, sorry.
All right, thanks, tenor drum, for that. Making new friends with your baggage. Okay, Sean, what are your initial thoughts on their small baggage?
The snare drums one doesn't seem that bad. It really gives you a workout. So I'm kind of okay with always having to play, especially if it's someone I don't want to listen to. The bagpipes baggage is probably the most annoying at this point, just due to the fact that I have an understanding that tuning something or tuning the bagpipes isn't as simple as you go, you turn a knob, or as you go, you pull out a slide valve or anything like that. But someone really actually has to pretty much get behind you and pull on the sticks.
Yeah, the drones. Good job.
The drones, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, can the bagpipes affect their tuning based on how they're blowing?
Let's ask bagpipes. Hey, bagpipes, can you affect your tuning based on how you're blowing?
Just kinda. I try real hard, but, it kinda does, but then it's,
No, I don't know.
You know how it.
You'll get to know, Sean. Don't even worry about it.
And then the tenor, that seems like the easiest one. Like hitting people, that's like half of what you want to do in life is hit people. So totally fine. Hitting someone, that doesn't even seem like baggage to me.
You're good with hitting people?
Yeah, and I wouldn't even be embarrassed by it. I would be like, wow, what an honor. You got struck by the tenor drummer.
Sounds like he's got a favorite so far.
I wonder why. That was a pretty convincing pitch. Good job, Tenor Drum. Okay. We have some secret baggage next. So at this point, we're going to bring out some secret baggage, and you're not going to know who this baggage belongs to. But based on this baggage, and this baggage alone, you're going to eliminate one of the contestants.
Okay.
And then, after you eliminate the contestant, you will find out who you eliminated. So let's hope you eliminate your least favorite and keep your most favorite.
Okay.
Let's see. Bring out the baggage.
Baggage number 1. Everyone will be watching you.
Interesting, mysterious baggage. You have any thoughts on that baggage first? Before we go on to the next one?
I don't know. Like, I can't place who that would be.
Do you, would you be okay with everyone watching you?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It sounded like, if you're okay with hitting people, then you're probably okay with everyone watching you.
Yeah. Although, you know, I'm kind of thinking that this might be like the band leader guy. Who's not one of the contestants.
We don't know.
Trying to find a twist or something? There's
Yeah.
no
A twist?
twist here. It's
Twist.
straightforward, 3 sets of baggage.
Expect the unexpected.
Thank you, Julie.
All right, what's the next baggage?
People would either love you or hate you. There's no in between.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a love-hate thing.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Are
There's
you,
no in between.
if you had that instrument as your main instrument, would you be upset with this baggage? Or would you be like, oh, that's just how it is?
Yeah, I have that mentality. It is what it is. Keep living
Okay.
life. I've gotten past that point of caring what people think.
Oh, that's nice. So, neither of these two baggages would
They're not
make
deal
you...
breaker. They're not deal breakers, right?
Okay. All right. Let's see the last piece of baggage.
The basics can be redundant.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I mean, the basics usually are redundant, aren't they?
Ain't that the truth?
For most things, I think. Yeah. That one's probably, like, out of the 3 for this round, that one's probably the worst one.
Well,
Okay.
now you
Well-
have to eliminate someone.
Yeah, who would you eliminate based on
Which
those
baggage?
This is a tough one. Because am I doing it based on who I think it is? Or am I doing this based on the baggage of this particular round? There's 2 schools of thoughts that go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to choose one ultimately. And it's my decision and my decision alone.
Have you been on a game show before?
No, just, you know, you got to try out. You have to go through auditions and producers and whatnot. So I'm just saying. I think I'm going to eliminate the love-hate.
All right, let's see which instrument he eliminated.
That was the bagpipes.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Sorry, bagpipes.
What a tragedy.
So, what school of thought did you go with?
Who I think it was.
So you just have something against bagpipes then?
Yeah, the reed instruments. So, backstory on me, I played in band and we had tryout, and the way that we picked our instrument was we tried out every instrument, and I was never good with reed instruments, so I had to go with a brass instrument.
So did you try out the drums?
Yeah.
And did you enjoy drumming?
It was alright.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then. Well, you've now eliminated the only wind instrument, I guess.
Yes.
And let's see if you're blowing a bunch of hot air with with the last baggage.
But the bagpipes have to say their final thoughts before they.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, bagpipes, for not giving you your due here.
They usually get their due. You know what I mean? It's like they've spoken enough.
Bagpipes, have you spoken enough?
No, I absolutely have not. I cannot believe the way I have been treated in this establishment. 0 out of 10 would not be on baggage again. Do not appreciate this. Just because I got tuned and people hate me or they love me, clearly you hate me, and I do not appreciate that.
Yeah, that was very rude. I think we're gonna have to cut that. Cut that in post.
Yeah, we may have to cut this episode. We'll see. Yeah, all right. Well, you still have 2 contestants left to choose from. Let's find out what their final piece of baggage is. And based on this baggage, which is the biggest baggage of them all, you will be making a final decision.
Okay.
Are you excited for this?
Yes.
Who are you? Are you leaning towards any particular instrument now?
No.
So this is a 50-50. You got a good shot here. Instruments. Woo! Woo! Okay, let's see what the biggest baggage of them all is.
The snare's baggage. You could be playing well, but still get cut from the competition just to balance ensemble.
Snare Drum, would you like to elaborate on this this baggage?
I never get cut. You pick me, we'll be the best duo in town. We'll be in charge. But unless you don't practice, then we might get cut. But that'll be your fault.
So you could get cut. What are your thoughts on this, contestant?
I actually am incredibly lazy. So, getting cut at the very end, there could be worse, I got a nice little trip, and then I'm like, hey, I don't even have to do the competition right now.
But you worked towards it.
Yeah.
And you
But
never
then
got the
there's,
payoff.
Yeah, but there's corn dogs and stuff. And, while people are doing competition, those lines are a lot shorter,
So now we found out the real reason why Sean isn't in the band. Every competition, is he watching the band? No, he's getting a corn dog.
Yeah. Or what are those the fried things with the sugar?
Oh, funnel
Funnel
cakes.
Funnel cakes, yeah.
Oh, Well,
Can't eat that if you're competing.
I know, because you get it all over your kilt. You get it with the nacho cheese, and it gets all
It's all
messed up.
black. It's just covered in black.
Yeah, and that's not the colors of the kilt. It's really hard to clean.
You have to get it dry cleaned.
Well, there we go. So the snare drum baggage is not a big deal. Then.
Not a big deal. So there's potential there. There's definitely potential there.
Oh, we need to find out what the snare drum's medium baggage was. We need to find out what the snare drum's secret baggage was.
Oh yeah, the snare was the basics can be redundant, and the tenor was everyone will be watching you.
Yeah, see, that pulls it back. Because with the snare, with the basics being redundant, that's probably the worst baggage of that particular round.
Why is it the worst baggage?
Because it's just boring. It's like, get to it,
Making me practice the same rudiment over and over.
Right. It's like, I already know how to walk. Let's just get on to the practice for the running,
All right.
Wow.
Well, anyway, what's the tenor drum's biggest baggage?
No one will ever hear you, and if they do, you're in trouble.
Tenor drum, would you like to give a little commentary on that?
Yeah, I try and I play and I make nice noises, but then they tell me I'm too loud, and that tenor drums need to balance with the ensemble, and I don't like that. I like my little triplet runs; those are pretty neat. And then you just go down the line with a bunch of tenors, and they sound cool doing our little thing. But then people are like, "Oh, too much tenor," and yeah, that's sad.
That's some sad baggage right there.
Sad bag right there. Sad bag.
Sad bag.
The big sad bag.
But it's a drum.
That
It's
shouldn't
not a
be
bag.
heard. Oh.
Oh,
You know
the
what I
sad drum right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Oh, I have no thoughts to it.
Do you have
okay.
no thoughts?
No, I was listening to it, and it was just going right over my head. I was listening, and then I wasn't listening.
Would you like us to repeat the baggage?
No, it's perfect because the tenor shouldn't be heard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so taking into consideration all of the baggage you've heard so far for the 2 remaining instruments, what do you think of the snare drum?
Snare drum's pretty cool. It's kind of loud. I have to do like a lot of work. I have to figure out rhythm. That's gonna be a hassle.
You know you have to do that for the tenor too, right?
Not really. You just hit it like once every 8 seconds. That's fine.
And it's never heard. So
Right.
you know.
And then even if you mess up, who really cares? It's all about the flourish, you know?
Okay. So what are your thoughts on the tenor drum baggage?
I mean, I just kind of said it, didn't I?
Do you have any further thoughts?
Further thoughts? No.
Are you ready to make a decision?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Which instrument will you be learning?
Snare.
Oh.
That's it. It's super fast.
Wow.
Didn't
So
expect that.
what led to your decision to learn snare?
I want to be the center of attention, but if I'm not good enough, I won't have to play.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. That's kind of weird logic, but okay.
If I'm like a virtuoso, then, you know, I'm going to get a lot of praise. And I'm going to be the center of attention. But if I'm terrible, no one's ever going to know because I'm never going to play.
So maybe what you're saying is you want to try an instrument, and
Yeah.
if you enjoy it and you're good at it, then you'll stay with it.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's makes more sense to me. I mean, because then if you try out snare and you don't like it, you go to a different one, right?
If you can't play snare, you play tenor probably. Right? Does that sound
No.
right?
We'll let our listeners decide if that's the case. Honestly, I've always been a tenor at heart, and by playing, I've never played another instrument. Adele's always been a tenor.
Yes.
Look at
It's
that.
not a default pity prize.
Like
You
if you
can't play snare.
if you can't play bagpipes, I mean that's just it, right? Like
That's
there's
just
nowhere
it.
else. There's nowhere else to go. You have to completely learn something different because there's nothing like it.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Well, congratulations, Snare. Yay!
Yay!
Would you like to say a few words to your new buddy here?
I didn't see this coming, but I'm glad it did, and I'm looking forward to eating corn dogs with you.
That means the snare drum thinks you're not good.
That's fine.
That means they don't.
It doesn't have high hopes.
It doesn't have high hopes for you.
That's okay.
Okay. You can eat corn dogs together. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yay!
You know, he doesn't have to believe in me to be my friend.
Aww.
Believe it.
I feel like you should have to believe in someone to be their friend. That's probably a good thing for a friend to do.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I guess I just have a lot of bad friends, don't I?
Wait, hold on. What is that I hear in the distance?
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
That's the sound of some oversized baggage.
The biggest baggage of them all. I think I said that before about the big baggage, but this is actually the
It's
biggest
bigger.
baggage of them all. We have a twist.
Oh no.
There
we
was
have
a
a twist. So you think you made your decision on the snare drum.
Yes.
Suddenly there's an opening.
What's the opening?
The opening.
The
is-
center of
You
the band.
You said you wanted to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
And now we bring to you our final plot twist, our final instrument, the bass drum.
Drop that bass.
Nice. The bass drum, as we understand it, just has one piece of baggage. What is the baggage?
It is the baggage. Because it's large and it'll give you back pain.
The biggest baggage of them all. Yeah, bass drum is, you gotta carry that thing everywhere. You gotta be the center of attention. You're the only one in the band. You gotta be at every gig. You gotta be at every show, every competition. You never get cut, even if you're playing bad. You can never be sick. You can never take a day off. You have to always be on the beat or everyone messes up. And even if they mess up, they can still blame you. So even if it's not your fault. Yeah.
That sounds like more than one
Yeah,
baggage.
that's what I'm about to say.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah, there's one big baggage, but it's filled with a lot of small baggage.
Yes.
It's like a Russian nesting doll of baggage.
Yes.
Okay.
That
Would you
is
like to open that baggage? Or will you close it and continue with the snare?
No, bass.
Why are you picking bass now?
Because it's badass. Bass is badass.
I mean, you
that's why.
can't spell badass without bass.
True. True. That is true.
So, you get to whack it you get to whack it not as many times as a snare, which I feel is annoying because you have to do that like drop technique. And I'm just like, man, that's gonna be a bitch to learn. But so you hit it like a tenor, just like one note at a time, and you get two. So you're not doing it like once every 4 beats. It's like doom, 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 doom. Yeah. So I don't know. It feels like, and then the rhythms aren't that hard. So bass is, yeah, I'm gonna learn this bass. I can carry it because like I'm already like roadie junior, so I already carry a lot of stuff. I actually already carry the bass around. I'm actually the guy that carries the bass, so that's not an issue to me.
So, but if you're playing bass in the competition, you won't be able to eat a corn dog.
Yeah, but that's why you have children. Eventually they'll grow up, and then they can get the corn dog. And then when you come off of competition floor, they give you the corn dog, and they're like, "Good job, Dad."
Okay.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Dad.
Oh, congratulations. Well, good thing for now, Alex is our wonderful bass drummer and also editor. And he's in the competition and you are not, so you can get the corn dogs for him and be like, congratulations, Alex.
I do that.
Yeah, that's a good time. But now at least we know if you were to learn an instrument, it would be bass drum.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's fun. Thank you. Oh, sorry, Tenor Drum and Snare Drum. You guys are out.
Bye.
Bye. You don't even get to say anything on your way out. You just gotta leave.
No final thoughts.
Get out. Get out. Okay, they're gone. Thanks everyone for joining our show, but listening to our show. I don't know. It's a podcast.
Experiencing.
Yes.
Yes, experiencing the show. You can watch it, by the way. This is a podcast, but we have a Patreon, patreon.com/podbandpipecast, where for the low price of $5
Plus tax.
per month, you can watch the video of all of our episodes, and you get to see these instruments actually talking about their baggage here. And it's fun because, yes, the instruments are going to talk. It's how it be.
Yes.
Maybe we should put that in the beginning. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd probably be better at the beginning.
Okay. Well, anyway, thanks for experiencing our show. This was fun. Did you have fun, contestant?
Yes.
Good. Maybe we'll have you back again. I don't know. Kind of hard to get a hold of. Don't know how to track you down.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, everyone. If you enjoyed this show, then support us on Patreon for exclusive content as well as the video of us recording this. We'll have special exercises we'll be writing as well as tips and tricks with tenor drumming and other instruments to come. Subscribe to us on YouTube for some tenor tutorials and possibly other tutorials later on. And like us on Facebook at Podband Pipecast.